Hello everyone, welcome back once again. Please like and subscribe to my channel. So today we are gonna look into a game played between Magnus Carlsen and Andrey Esipenko. In this game you will see how a young teenager played against the world champion. So Esipenko has the white pieces. Here he opens with e4. We have c5, the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, d6 and now d4. We have c into d4, knight into d4, knight f6, knight c3 and a6. Carlsen goes for the tricky Najdorf. We have bishop to e2, e6, bishop to e3, bishop e7, now g4. Esipenko goes for this line. We have b5 by Carlsen, of course threatening b4. We have g5 and now knight to d7. We have a3 now, preventing b4. And here Esipenko sacrifices a pawn just to open this g file. We have bishop into g5 by Carlsen. We have queen d2 by Esipenko. And now bishop into e3 by Magnus. We have queen into e3. And now queen to h4. Here Carlsen is activating his queen. Here we have rook g1, attacking this g7 pawn. And now the rook is very much active on the g file. We have g6 and now castles. We have queen to e7 back, as the queen has to go back for the defense. Here we have f4. And now we have bishop b7. And now Magnus' plan is just usual, developing the knight from c6. We have king b1 and now knight c6. And here Esipenko plays a tactical shot, and that's knight c into b5. And now we have a into b5 accepting the sacrifice. We have knight into c6, bishop into c6 and now queen c3. That was the weakness in the move g6, and now there's a double attack on the rook on h8 and even the bishop on c6. Here castles by Magnus. We have queen into c6, attacking this g6 pawn, and it can't be saved really. So d5 was played by Carlsen. We have e into d5 and now rook fc8. He is attacking the queen. And here Esipenko finds the best move, and that is d6. As now Carlsen doesn't want to exchange the queen, that he is already down in material. So he plays queen to d8 and now we have queen into b5. We have rook c b8, queen c4 and now rook into a3. And now we have queen c7, again offering to exchange the queens. We have queen e8 and now rook g5. A nice move by Esipenko. Now he wants to bring his rook over to the queen side to stop the attack. Rook a4 and now rook a5. Here you can't play rook into f4 because of bishop b5, and now your knight is under attack. Either you have to give up this rook, the exchange, and then after either rook d8 and then rook a7, and it's game over. So we have rook a b4 by Carlsen, as he wants to avoid the trade of rooks. We have b3 and now rook 4 b7, attacking the queen. We have queen to c3 and now queen to d8. We have bishop to f3, attacking this rook. Rook b4 and now queen c7 back. And here Carlsen plays an interesting move, that's queen f6. And now here Andrey can't take because of rook into b3 check, c into b3, rook into b3 check, king c2 and now queen c3 is a checkmate. So we have rook a8, Andrey plays the right move, trying to exchange the rooks. And now rook into a8 is a forced move, bishop into a8 and now queen f5. Another trick by Carlsen. If queen into d7, then simply rook into b3 check, and if king c1, Queen into f4 check, rook d2, and now rook a3. And black is much better. It's soon gonna be made if white is careless. So we have king b2 defending the b3 pawn. We have rook b5 now. Again trying something. Although it's completely losing for Magnus, he's still trying to get some counterplay. Here we have queen into d7 and now rook c5. He's attacking the c2 pawn. We have rook c1 defending it, and now queen into f4. We have queen e8 check, king g7, and after d7, in this position, Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, resigned the game, as you can't stop this pawn from promoting to a queen. So a brilliant masterpiece by Esipenko. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.